I've got one. Would you like to see it? No, you don't. Speaking of islands, here's our first comic of the evening. He's a local favorite and a regular at Josie's Juice Joint here in San Francisco. Please welcome Scott Silverman.
Hello, everybody. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I live with a young lady named Margaret here in San Francisco, and a lot of benefits living with a girl is I get to read all of her magazines, read a lot of Vogue, a lot of Cosmopolitan, a lot of Allure. I'm learning a lot about supermodels. Supermodels are the women who define American beauty, and the one who's doing it right now is a woman named Kate Moss. She's a waif. She's a waif, a little feather, a waif. She's very young looking. She's got no hips, no breasts. She doesn't wear any makeup, and she has very short hair. And I think if you're attracted to a woman like that, you should just do what I do, date men. You were all waiting for me to get to that, weren't you? As soon as I started talking, I saw some of you going, wait a minute. I know that accent. So it's the gay 90s, thanks to Bill Clinton. We finally have a cute couple in the White House. I mean, don't you think that he and Al look great together? Seriously, though, Bill Clinton, the first thing he tried to do when he got into the office was get gays into the military. Great. No thanks, not for me. I mean, really, first of all, I wouldn't want to get up that early. And hey, I can't see the point in the military because I don't want to kill anybody that I don't already know, so. But people come up to me and they're working off of some very tired homosexual stereotypes. This guy actually said to me, "You just don't want to be in the military because you don't like the outfits." Like I couldn't accessorize that tacky thing. They get this vision of me standing in the barracks going, "Okay, Hawthorne, what do you think? Gun or no gun?" So I'm very lucky. I've got a very supportive family. When I came out to my mother, I was about 20 years old. I'm like, "Mom, I'm gay." She's like, "Oh, honey, I've known that since you were about 11. I'm like, "Well, then why didn't you tell me?" She's like, "Well, we weren't sure if you were gay or just artistic or something." My whole family marches in San Francisco's Gay Pride Parade with me, and it's really fun. Sometimes my mother even has a better time than I do. She works the crowd like she's running for some imaginary office, and the parade is for her. She's like... Guys always yell stuff out at her. They're like, "Ow, get it, girl, ow!" She turns to me, it's like, "Honey, what does get it, girl mean?" I'm like, "Well, Mom, in this case, it's sort of the gay stamp of approval." She's like, "Well, hey, you get it too, girls." My stepfather marched with us, and they gave him a sign that said, "My son is gay, and that's okay." He thought that was really boring, so he rewrote the sign to say, "My son's a queen, and that's peachy keen." The only person in my family who had a problem with my homosexuality at first was my real father. He was worried that I was going to be gay when I was 8 years old because my mother put a plant in my room. Like I'd walk in and go, "A plant? Botany, I want to be a florist." Basically, we don't understand each other's mating habits. He doesn't understand my being gay, but I don't understand his marriage. He just got married for the 3rd time to a woman who is 6 days older than I am. But then we have arguments, and he goes, "You know, Scott, I just don't understand your generation." Well then, gee, Dad, why did you marry into it? I like my stepmother, though. There's something cool about having a stepmother that you can sit around with going, Julie, so did you like Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet better? Me and my father had a big falling out because I went to his wedding, but I showed up in a dress. But what really ticked him off is it was the same dress as the bride was wearing. And I looked better in it, so. Even my grandmother's cool about it. She's 80 years old. She has a big boof of red hair. She looks like the heat miser from A Year Without a Santa Claus. Her only issue with my being gay is that I'm Jewish and I do not date Jewish guys. Like it's gonna have a negative effect on our children or something. Going out on the road and doing this is kind of fun because the audiences, they have their own conceptions about who I am. I did a show here and there were 60 high school girls in the audience. When I walked out, they started screaming like I was Rick Springfield or something. It was very flattering, but I was like, oh, girls, this is gonna be a little lesson for you. Maybe a little bit of a disappointment. You see, boys that look like me like boys that look like me. Thank you very much. So good to be back here in Los Angeles, I must say, because I travel a lot on this job. I was recently on a flight to New York, and I was trying to be friendly to the guy who was sitting next to me. Big mistake. It was the weekend before the Stonewall Riots 25th anniversary and the gay games, and I'm like, yeah, so are you excited about going to New York? He's like, no, there's going to be all those gay people there. I'm like, guess what? There are gay people here too. Hi! It was the longest flight ever for him. I didn't even get the headset. I just messed with him the entire time. I pretended like I was falling asleep, and I'd rest my head on his shoulder. I'm very lucky. I have a very supportive family. When I told my grandmother that I was gay, she's like, oh, honey, well, that's great, but are you sure it's not just a phase? I'm like, no, breakdancing was a phase. My mother is very supportive. It's like homosexuality is this hobby that we share, you know? She joins all the organizations and I date boys. It's really... So I love being a comic because you don't need a college degree for it. I did go to college. Worst 6 years of my life. I went to 2 colleges. The first college I went to was San Diego State University. Yeah, #2 party school in the land. And I do think I had something to do with upping that ranking. What did I learn at San Diego State? Let's see, if you hit your snooze alarm, it'll go off all day. I also learned the Greek alphabet because I pledged a fraternity. They've got a bad rap. I mean, I think everybody should join a fraternity. I mean, great place to meet guys, really. You know? What? I had to transfer, though. I transferred to Cal State Northridge, which I'm sure you've all heard of now. The only school that was put on the map by being taken off the map, you know. Transferring from San Diego State to Cal State Northridge was not a wise move. It was sort of the academic equivalent of surviving the maiden voyage of the Titanic, only to board the Lusitania 3 years later. Northridge is a very conservative business school, and I am not very conservative, and I gravitated towards the one other alternative type there, my best friend Martin. He was a rocker dude. He had like the long red hair, always wore black and sunglasses in class. The two of us walking around together looked like if Axl Rose from Guns N' Roses and Monroe from Too Close for Comfort were best friends. And I used to speak in front of classes about being gay, and Martin would come with me to make sure nobody hassled me, because if they would, he'd be like, "Hey, shut the hell up! Can't you see the faggots trying to talk?" Go ahead, dude. Martin was straight, as are most of my male friends, which makes coming out a little dicey. When I came out to my friend Adam, he's all like, "Oh, well, that's cool. You don't like me, do you?" I'm all like, "No." He's like, "Oh, cool. What's wrong with me?" Me and Adam have been friends, or Adam and I have been friends since first grade, and we used to play Army together, you know. But of course, I was never on the front lines, you know. I was way in the back planning the USO show. Gays in the military, indeed. So my dad's even cool about the fact that I'm gay. He was worried that I was going to be gay when I was 8 years old because my mother put a plant in my room. Like I'd walk in and go, "A plant? Botany, I want to be a florist." He's really cool now. I think one of the reasons is he is now part of society that people look at sideways. My father recently got married for the 3rd time to a woman who is 6 days older than I am. But I really like my stepmother, Julie. I mean, really, there's something really cool about having a stepmother that you can sit around with going, "So Julie, did you like Duran Duran or Spandau Ballet better?" I recently did a show, and all 4 of my parents came. You crunch the numbers, yeah. This is my mom and my stepdad, whose shirt I'm wearing. He's going to see this on TV and go, "You're grounded!" And my dad and his wife. And it was really cool. It was the first time they'd all been together in the same room at the same time since my 9th grade graduation. Different stepmother, though. Julie couldn't make it that night, yeah. She was across town graduating from her own junior high, so. So, you know, people come up to me and they talk to me after, you know, I do shows. And it's really nice. They share experiences with me. I was in this one place, Las Vegas, and this guy actually walked up to me. He's like, "You know, I'm straight, but I've had a homosexual experience." I'm like, "Oh, really? What did you do? Buy a pair of shoes and a belt that matched?" Thank you very much. This is my time.